Hello, I'm Dr. Neil Schultz, and welcome to DermTV. May is Skin Cancer Awareness Month, but I would like to start May with an episode on the lighter side, with a very interesting question a viewer asked. Does bright moonlight emit enough UVA light to cause skin damage? And if so, should you wear sunscreen at night? The answer is definitely no, and I'll explain why immediately, so you don't wake up tomorrow morning hearing ads for moonscreen with MPF ratings, which of course stands for moon protection factor. First of all, there's no such thing as moonlight. The moon emits no light of its own. It merely reflects a very tiny and inconsequential part of the sunlight that hits it. When that sunlight is reflected to the earth, it actually can hit your skin, but it can't damage it. So why am I so sure that you don't need moonscreen? I'll apologize in advance for the math, but here it goes. The diameter of the sun is slightly greater than 400 times the diameter of the moon. So if the moon were a perfectly reflective mirror, reflecting 100% of the sunlight that hits it, it could only reflect 1/400th or 1/4% of the sunlight. But the moon's surface is a very poor reflector, instead absorbing most of the visible and UV light that hits it, reflecting only 7 to 12% of visible light and only about 0.7% of the UV light. That's less than 1% of the UV light. So between the small size of the moon and its poor reflectance, only about 1/40th of 1% of the sun's UV is reflected to the earth. Said another way, 99.98% of the sun's UV does not get reflected. It's just like wearing a sunscreen that blocks 99.98% of the sun. I wish every sunscreen worked that well. In fact, if everyone wore a sunscreen all the time that blocked 99.98% of the sun's UV, we'd all be in pretty good shape with virtually no photoaging and almost no sun-induced skin cancer. Oh, one more thing. That inconsequential UV that does reflect to Earth is almost certainly completely absorbed by the atmosphere. So the next time somebody tries to sell you moonscreen, just say no. Please join me again at dermtv.com. If you have a question, please send it to me by visiting dermtv.com/question. I'm Dr. Neil Schultz, and thank you for watching today.